Hey everybody, if you don't already know me, my name is Jade and I am one of the West End youth. Today I'm going to be kicking off our wonderful youth service and we're going to have some games, some questions, then a wonderful word by Pastor Steph, and then after that we're going to debrief a little, but don't leave because we're going to hop right onto Zoom afterwards to socialize with each other and to debrief more about the topic we spoke about today. I hope you can stick around, participate because it's going to be a great night.
Hey, what's up, West End Youth Online? How you guys doing today? It's your boy, Pastor Steph, live and direct from the headquarters, which is my office, which looks a little different, but I'm trying to clean it up because, hey, what else is there to do during a global, well, not global, but an Ontario-wide lockdown? Hope you guys are doing really, really well this fine Friday evening. It is May 7th, 2021. We have completed a full complete week of May. For those of you who are university and college, you guys are done. You're done your school semesters. You guys are done your finals. You're done your exams. You're done your assignments. So kudos to you, and you guys get to actually relax a little bit. But for the rest of y'all in high school, you guys got a little bit more. You just finished in the April break. You got a little bit more. A couple of weeks. We have the Victoria Day long weekend coming up, and then it's kind of smooth sailing until June. So it is wonderful to connect with all you guys here who are watching live, and then those who watch a little bit later on. It's all good. Wonderful to connect with you via this stream here at West End Youth Online. We are in a series called Social Faith, as we learn to live out our faith in cyberspace. I got a message for you in a little bit. It's a shorter message than normal as we wrap up the series. It's going to be a final lesson here in this series called Social Faith. So I hope you guys are cool and all great. I got a game to run with you for those who are online live. We're going to run a quick game, so I want you guys to interact with me in the chat with this game as we get going for everything that we got going on for the rest of the day. So much love, God bless, and see you in a bit. All right. So it is game time. We're going to kick into the first game of the day. It's called Match It. So what I need you to do is I need you to be quick with your eyes, and I need you to figure out what is the... I'm going to close my screen here so you guys don't see my ugly face on the screen. And we're going to play a game called Match It. So what's going to happen is you're going to have a left side of the screen, and you're also going to have a right side of the screen. Both sides of the screens are going to have different images, and what you need to do is in the chat, I want you to type in what the similar images in the chat. So I'll give you an example with the first slide. The first slide here, it says matching symbol between the left side and the right side of the screen. Objects will always be matching in color, but not necessarily in the size or orientation. So i.e., as you see this example, we have the left side of the screen, and then we have the right side of the screen, and you're supposed to throw in, look at Michaela giving me a nice compliment. Thank you for that affirmation of the day. I am not ugly. Okay, thank you. So what you're going to do is you are going to quickly find out what image there is that is on the left side and the right side, and the first person to pop in with the correct answer wins yourself a point. I got some goodies to give away. I don't know if you like Lindor chocolate, but I got you with the Lindor chocolate. You can't see it on the screen because my camera's not on. But I got Lindor chocolate and I got Smarties. So if you love chocolate, I got you. So we're going to get going on into this game. So once again, you are going to choose the matching symbol that is on the left and the right side of the screen. Are you ready? In the chat. Here we go, round number one. I want you to tell me what is the correct matching symbol that is on the left and on the right. Gotta write it in the chat as soon as you figure out which one it is. Soon as you figure out which one it is. There's a similar image on the left side and also on the right side. The first one to find out which one it is gets the correct answer and wins a point on your way to grab some chocolates. So on one side we have scissors and we have a drop. Oh, there we go. Looks like we have a correct answer already on the board. Congratulations to the one and only, the Miss Lovely Janae. Janae got the correct answer there. It is volleyball. Volleyball is correct. Thank you for that. Whoops. Forgive me here with these slight technical difficulties this day. Shoot, there we go. So we have volleyball on each side of the screen. Good job, Janae. Janae's got a point. Let's go on to the next round. Who's got this? What is the similar symbol on each side of the screen? Who thinks they got it? Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is the boom. The boom. And the correct person who got the right answer is the one and only Miss Jorday. What up, Jorday? How ya doing? College kid who's free from school for the next little bit. Congratulations. You got a point there. All right, we're going to go into the next round. Next round, here is the next slide. Please tell me what is the similar symbol, and please, I need you to match it. Match it, match it, match it. Similar symbol from the left to the right, from the right to the left. Who's got it? All right, the correct answer for the next slide is the penguin, and the first person to get that is the lovely Miss Michaela. What up, Michaela? Congratulations on that round. All right, so we're going to go into the next round really quickly. Here we go. Tell me, what is the similar symbol, and please match it. Quickly on the board. All right, looks like we have a correct answer. The first correct answer that is up on the board is brought to you by Miss Jorday. That is right. The correct answer is the phone. You can call me on my iPhone 11. Next slide, here we go. Next slide, here we go. What is the similar symbol? And can you match it? Match it, match it, match it, match it. Play for some chocolate. Lindor and Smarties chocolate will be delivered to your home. Brought to you by my gas tank, not FedEx, because it's not like I'm doing that at all. Ooh! So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got here. The first answer that came in that was correctly spelt is sun, and that's brought to you by Miss Michaela. Congratulations, Michaela. We did have a spelling error, but I'm sorry, spelling errors do not count, just like in real life. Womp, womp, womp. All right, next slide. Let me see if you can match it. Let me know if you can match it. Let me know if you can match it. Somebody says that their Wi-Fi is behind. Just quickly refresh. So I just close the app and open it again. You should get the most fresh feed, and that way you can get yourself to jump in and get the correct answer first and get yourself a point. All right, folks, let's see what we got here. The first correct answer on the board is brought to you by Miss Jorday. Congratulations, Jorday. It is a lightning bolt. Thank you very much. Good job. Everybody else, you guys got to jump in and get on the board here. We have Jorday with 3, Michaela with 2, and Janae with 1. We have the next slide up. Tell me if you can match it. Tell me if you can match it. Tell me if you can match it. What up, Soya? Soya, what up? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, the correct answer that was not with a typo, that was correctly spelled, the yellow splash. That's brought to you by Jorday again. Thank you very much, Miss Jorday. Good job. Next round, Jorday's got 4, Michaela's got 2, Janae's got 1. Who wants to get up on this and get yourself some chocolate? Chocolate. I don't know how you pronounce that. Is that correct? I don't speak Española. But yeah, we're going to do that. Lemex in the building. What's up, homie? I miss you, bro. I miss you, bro. I miss your smile, man. All right, tell me if you can guess what the correct symbol is. up on the board. Can you match it? Ooh, look at that. The correct answer is 8-ball. First person to get that one correct is Jorday. All right, another one. Another one brought to you by Miss Jorday. Jorday's got 5 on the board. We only got a few more rounds left. Let's see who can get these next few. Can you match it? Let me see you match it. This is good. This is good. This is good. Yeah. I have to rock with the copyright-free music here because we'll get flagged. We've been flagged already so far, is what the youth online. Sorry! We're not trying to steal because we're Christians and we love, but songs get flagged. So this is the non-copyrighted music. Beat makers out there, holler at me so we can have some background here. All right, correct answer for this round. This is brought to you by Miss Michaela. Good job. Michaela jumps on the board. Pizza is correct. All right, folks. We're in the running. Jorday's got 4. Michaela's got 3. Janae's got 1. And we are into the next round. I believe this is the second last round. It is. Second last round. Who's got this? Match it. The correct answer for this round is toothbrush. Thank you very much. The winner is Miss Janae. Janae is on the board. All right, so we have our last round. And our last round, we are going to go for the gusto. Here we have Jorday in first place with 5. Michaela in second place with 3. Janae trailing behind with 2. This is the last slide. You tell me which is the one to match. Match it. Match it. Match it. Match it. Match it. Guys gotta look carefully on this one. On the right side and left side, which is correct? Here we have the correct answer. The first person to jump back in on the chat with it is Miss Janae. Congratulations, Janae. You got that one. Thank you all for playing the game. Match it. We have Janae and Michaela tied for second place with 3 points. And the first place champion of the day, the one and only Miss Lovely Jorday. Thank you all for playing the game called Match It. Jorday, I got you some treats that I will have to deliver to you Prime 2 days. 2 days are free. So that was fun. That was great. Listen, we're going to jump into one more game for everybody else who's playing along. This game is called Think Fast. All right, so Think Fast. This game is a little bit more fun. You have to think fast. All right, so I'm going to explain to you exactly how we're going to play it. So what's going to happen is the goal of the game here is, can you be the fastest to name 4 things in a category that starts with a given letter? So on the screen, you're going to be given a category, and then on the screen, you're also going to be given a letter. What you need to do is you need to, in your chat, type in 4 things that start with the letter that's given that correlates with the category that is given. You guys understand? You guys ready to go? Gonna need your creative juices and your Twitter fingers to type as quick as possible in the chat. The person with the most points walks away with chocolate of your choice. Let's go. First round. The category is snack food, all right? Your letter is B. I need 4 snack foods that start with the letter B in the chat. Go. 4 snack foods. Snack foods that start with the letter B. Move myself over here so I'm out of the way. All right, we have okay, so we have bun, banana chips, bulla, and bacon bits. Ladies and gentlemen, point for Miss Jordan. Congratulations. Of course, the bulla cake. All right, good job, good job, good job. All right, next round. Let's see what we got here. A cartoon character is your category, and the letter is O. O. I need 4 cartoon characters that start with the letter O. Is this one a little too difficult? All right, let's see if you can give me. Oh no! Look! Oh, we have an answer. We have an answer. Here we go. We have Oswald Oscar Proud. Oscar Proud. Is that who that is? Oscar Proud. Otis and Otters. Okay. All right. We do have another winner. There we go. Congratulations, Mr. O'Day, with another point. That was a little difficult, but that's okay. It's cool because it's supposed to be challenging. You're playing for chocolate. All right, next round. The category is 3-syllable words. I need one 3-syllable word. So this one you have to do 4. I need one 3-syllable word that starts with the letter H. One 3-syllable word that starts with the letter H. Give it to me. Syllable. H. All right, so the first person to jump in on that one is Jordan with happiness. We do have also some good ones that are popped up here. We have hexagon. Okay, good. But Jordan gets a point because she got it in there first. Congratulations, thank you very much. All right, next round. We need 4 boys' names. 4 boys' name that start with the letter S. 4 boys' names that start with the letter S. I'm just saying. Janae was first, but she only gave me 3. And the person who was second is Michaela with Sam, Saul, Simon, and Saint. All right, Sam, Saul, Simon, and Saint. Thank you very much, Miss Michaela, with a point for round number 4. Let's go with the next round. I need 4 animals that fly. 4 animals that fly. To start with the letter W. 4 animals that fly that start with W. W. Is this one a tough one? All right, first person to give me 2. Give me 2. First person to give me 2. Why? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You are a joke. Y'all give me 2? Animals that fly that start with a W. All right, we're going to skip this one because it looks like everybody is struggling. We'll consider this timeout. We're going to go to the next round. We got 2 more rounds left. All right, this is something that's found in a zoo. I need 2 answers. 2 answers for something that's found in a zoo. Starting with the letter L. 2 things found in the zoo that starts with the letter L. We have a winner. First person on the board is Miss Janae Wilson with a lion and a lizard. Lion and lizard at the zoo. All right, here we go. We got our final round. Let's see if you can tell me something you recycle. I need 4 things that you can recycle that starts with the letter C. Go. Four things that you recycle. Starts with letter C. Let's see these answers up on the board. I need 4. Not 2. I need 4. All right, we have a winner here, Miss Janae, with cardboard cans, cleaning bottles, and cartons. Great job, great job, great job. Looks like we have yet another winner for this one. In third place, we got Michaela with 1. In second place, we got with 2, we got Janae. And in first place, again, is the lovely Miss Jorday. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Thank you very much for playing our game called Think Fast. We're going to get going into our episode for the day. We are wrapping up our series here, Social Faith. Thank you for joining us as we've been through 5 episodes in the past few months together here. It's been a little minute. We had to take a break last month and just to recalibrate a few things, and we're going to be wrapping up the series here. We've gone through a lot of stuff here at the church. One of our dear, beloved leaders lost her dear mother this past week, or last week, I should say, and the church is grieving. The church is grieving. We are grieving along with her. And praying for her. So shout out to Wendy Semester and her father, along with the extended family who are all going through grief at this time. West End Youth, you know what? For years, you've had your leader pour into you through our small group ministry and our youth ministry. And this is the time for us to return the favor and lift up them in prayer. So make sure that you're lifting them up in prayers. Give a shout out to the Semester family and the extended family through this grievous time. But without any further ado, we're going to pop into the episode, the actual lesson for the episode for today as we wrap up. Very short message. Hopefully getting straight to the point as we round off, that we can live our life online, socially, living our lives for Jesus. Anyways, I will see you at the end. We're going to jump into Zoom, have a Zoom discussion following the live broadcast. If you are here watching us live and you're part of West End Youth, you don't have the Zoom details, please message one of us or one of our leaders and we'll get you that Zoom link and you can jump in and join us. Everybody else who watches this later on, I hear of many adults who don't even go to West End who like to watch in and enjoy with what we're doing. So thank you very much. If you do like that, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. Anyways, God bless, and we will see you at the end of the episode. Peace. Yes, yes, yes. Right about now, we're going to jump into the teaching segment of our series here at West End Youth Online called Social Faith. Let's jump right into it. Through this series, we've unpacked a lot when it comes to living our lives online. We talked about how comparison, it kills contentment. We spoke about how we're created for community. We spoke about how a lot of lives online with filtered images and we're not authentic. And we also spoke about how important it is to have hearts of compassion in our daily strolling. But today, we want to wrap up our series as we strive to live out our faith in cyberspace. And today we want to talk about screen time. We are in front of screens a lot. Just read a recent study that said the average person consumes anywhere between 6 to 8 hours of screen time. 6 to 8 hours. And 4 to 5 of those hours are on our phones, on our devices. That accumulates to 7 weeks every single year we're in this position. We're in this position. We are in this position. And it is taking up a lot of our time. Our devices are distracting us. They're literally distracting us from life. Check this out. Oh man. Listen, if you have a texting fail story, please share with us in the comment section or in the chat. Let us enjoy a little bit of humor, as long as you didn't really, really hurt yourself like some of these people did. But as we can clearly see, our devices are dominating our time, much more in the past year than ever before. See that past stat that I read that said 6 to 8 hours per day in front of screens and 4 to 5 hours per day in front of your phone does not take into consideration everything that's happened in the last 2 years. So those numbers are well more increased. Like, we've attended everything from birthday parties and celebrations and weddings. We thank you for watching West End Youth Online right here on your device. Going to church, everything that we're doing, including going to school, has to be done in front of our screens. But it is dominating our time. Have you ever looked at your screen time stats lately? Man, for some of us, it's, an hour or two per day. We're not really up there in the 6 to 8. But the others of us, it's actually humbling. 6 to 8 hours, we eat that up really, really early in the day. Our screens are dominating our time. They're distracting us from our purpose. And it actually could lead to major problems in our lives, if we're really honest. You see, the Bible speaks about our time being distracted from our purpose. It doesn't necessarily say that being on our phones or devices is sinful, but we need to apply wisdom here as followers of Christ. Now, what we want to do is we want to jump into God's word to see what the Bible has to say about us living out our faith in cyberspace. Now, there's not a Bible verse that says, thou shalt not consume more than 6 to 8 hours of screen time. But the Bible does talk about us being distracted away from the things of God. We're going to jump into the rich, wonderful book of Romans, written by the Apostle Paul, explaining what the gospel is. As a matter of fact, it's a big, thick book, and from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 11, what Paul does is he explains what the gospel is. And then when he jumps into chapter 12, which is what we're going to look in today, he explains how to live out the gospel. And so in Romans chapter 12, we're going to read 1 and 2, and that's going to be our major passage today, so we can learn what it means to live out a faith in cyberspace. Romans 12:1 says, I appeal to you therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, that you present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. We look at the world through our devices more now than ever before. See, Paul isn't saying that owning our devices is evil. What he's saying is that the life of followers of Jesus is to be a life that is a living sacrifice, a life that is a holy representation, a life that is acceptable to God as our way of worshiping him. But in verse 2, he points out something that is very, very, very important to our faith. And he says, do not be conformed to this world. Do you know that the content that we take in is molding and shaping us? It's molding and shaping our minds, our soul, and our body. The blog articles that we read, the podcasts we listen to help mold and form our opinions. We experience emotional happiness and joy when we hear our favorite song, or we may break down and cry at the end of a binged TV series or a sad movie. Our bodies actually have the power to respond to content. Have you ever seen somebody just yawn? Have you been tempted to yawn just by seeing somebody else yawn or watching a video of somebody yawn? Have you ever heard somebody laugh hysterically?
No, 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 no.
And their hysterical laughter caused your body to laugh? Day in and day out, minute after minute, hour after hour, as we're consuming content, all of these little subtleties are helping to mold and shape us, helping to form opinions, helping to affect our minds, and helping to change our lives. Hey, let's talk about psychology for a sec. See, there's a term in psychology known as the mere exposure effect. What that simply means is that you and I, we develop a preference for things just because we're familiar with them. There's another term that's known as shaping. And shaping is a behavioral term. And this refers to gradually molding or training an organism, a person, a place, a thing to perform a specific response or behavior by reinforcing. So what does that mean for us on our screen time? If we're consuming 6 to 8 hours of things on the screen, we're going to consume things that we're familiar with. We're going to enjoy them and we're going to revisit them. However, it's also shaping us by reinforcing it, by teaching us, by molding us to participate in certain things until it becomes a part of our behavior. Whatever you're most exposed to, this is what's helping to reinforce and shape your thinking. We all have thought patterns. Now check this out. Our thought patterns are influenced by what we repeatedly see and experience. So that means that we need to be wise of what we allow our thoughts to be influenced by. So whatever you're most exposed to, this is helping to reinforce and shape your thinking. Think about it for a second. We all have thought patterns. those thoughts are influenced by what we repeatedly see and experience. So we need to be wise with what we allow our thoughts to be influenced by, because they help shape our thinking and they also help and shape our living. This is what Paul was highlighting in verse 2 when he says, do not be conformed to the world. Meaning that if I'm consuming worldly content on a repeated basis without filtering it properly through the gospel, it's going to conform me to its mold. And it's not just going to conform my thoughts, it's going to conform my behavior. Paul's instruction and warnings of not conforming to this world is very important. So we need to operate in wisdom, and we need to see if the lamp of our body, which is our eye, is being fed constant light or constant darkness through our screens, especially if it's 7 weeks out of the year. What is the expectation of our thoughts and behaviors if we're constantly consuming darkness 6 hours a day? We have to own up. We have to be wise. We have to take responsibility for our screen time. Our lives are to be living sacrifices that are holy and acceptable to God. Our lives are supposed to be a form of spiritual worship to the God that we serve. Our lives are not to be conformed to this world. Our lives are actually supposed to be transformed. So the answer isn't necessarily that we need to throw away our devices. The answer is we need to operate in wisdom with the devices that we have. See, the answer isn't for you to throw away your device and have all Christians log offline. What we need to do is follow what verse 2 says. And we need to be believers who discern the will of God, and believers who discern what is good and what is acceptable, and live our lives as a living sacrifice for Him. So as we strive not to be conformed to the world, we must be transformed by the renewing of our minds. So let's look at a couple of things that we can do as followers of Christ who don't want to be conformed to the world, but want to be transformed, but also consuming a lot of screen time. We need to do what 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, which is, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do for the glory of God. Which means that we need to consume God-glorifying content with our screens. We can stroll, we can tap, we can consume, or we can create content for God's glory. We need to be consuming light by using our screens to connect with God and connect with others. Here are a few practical ways that I connect with God, and I may be able to suggest and help you out to connect with God with your screen time. Number one, you're doing it already. Thanks for joining us, West End Youth Online, right here on this channel, West End Church. Click subscribe. We got much things going on here. We have sermons on Sundays. We have content for youth. We have content for children. We have midweek devotionals and many other things coming in the near future. You can watch other sermons from other churches that are helping to lift you up spiritually and edify you in God's Word. Consuming God's Word, whether it's reading the Bible through the free YouVersion app or the dozens of other Bible study apps that are available, why not increase your screen time consuming God's Word? Utilize your downtime or wake up a little bit earlier in the morning so that you can have a devoted Bible study, learning more and more about God and His Word. There are literally hundreds and thousands of ebooks available for you to download and to read about the principles of the faith and to help you learn more about God and even books of the Bible. I have a worship playlist that I hop onto. Every once in a while, I'll just go over to the worship playlist and hit shuffle. I'll go for a walk and get my mind focused on the things of God. And this is a way that I can redeem my screen for Him. They've actually even invented apps to help you guide your prayer life if you have difficulty with coming up the words or coming up with things to say. These are great ways so that we can redeem our screen. Another way that we can redeem our screen is to connect with God and connect with others. Share wholesome content, create wholesome content, and do it all for the glory of God. Another thing that we're going to need to do with our screens in order to redeem them is also found in Romans, but in chapter 13. Romans 13 verse 12, Paul says this. He says, "The night is far gone, the day is at hand. So then let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light." We're going to have to cast off darkness out of this device. We need to ask ourselves honest questions. Who do I need to unfollow? Who is not putting out wholesome content? Who is actually constantly feeding me ungodly, unbiblical principles that, if I'm honest, is kind of conforming my thinking and may lead to conforming my behavior to the things of the world? Which account would I be ashamed to interact with in front of my parents or my grandma or my youth leader if they were nearby? If that account comes to mind, maybe we just need to delete it. We need to be wise with our searches and our double taps. The algorithms that are built into these social media platforms, they actually work off of the mere exposure effect and shaping and many other behavioral patterns. What it does is it feeds us similar content. So if I'm constantly consuming darkness, it's going to feed me more and more darkness. And if I'm constantly consuming light, it's going to feed me more and more light. So wisdom is needed. As a matter of fact, let me show you a quick tip. So here's an example of me just on Instagram randomly strolling through Reels. What Instagram's going to do is it's going to curate Reels that it thinks that I like and I enjoy, that I'm going to laugh my head off on. So as I stroll, sometimes I come across something that is inappropriate. And if I ever stroll across anything that is inappropriate, I need to tell the algorithm that this is not what I want to see, i.e. this picture. I don't want to see things like this. I hit the 3 little dots. I am going to go over to where it says not interested. I'm going to hit not interested, and it's going to say this post has been hidden and will show fewer posts like this from now on. This is a way that I can tell the algorithm I don't want this ungodliness in here, and I want to ensure they're not conforming to the world, but I'm being transformed by it. This tip works for not only Instagram, but for Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Try it out on your feed, clean up your Explore page. Let us all walk together, glorifying God as we use our screen time. These are just a few of the things that we can be doing to redeem our screen for the glory of God. Remember, we're not to be conformed to the world, we need to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. We need to ensure that we are watching our screen and not worshiping our screen. Even though our devices can do damage by disconnecting us from ourselves and from others and from God, we can use them to renew our minds, disciple us, and grow spiritually. But it all takes godly wisdom. So for you out there, I ask you, will you use your screen time to glorify God this week, this month, this year? Because that's what we're supposed to do as we live out our faith in cyberspace. That's it for today. God bless. Thank you for joining us here in this series, and we will see you soon. Be tuned to this channel for more information at West End Youth.
Thank you everyone for joining us on today's stream. Please join us in Zoom as the discussion is not over yet as we continue to speak about what we learned today, and please join us for the next episode. Thank you. Bye.